Hello, it's Thomas Ruse-Bezar with the Poet Warriors, and today we have a classical music recording review. And this is one of the albums I bought in one of my latest classical music mukbang hauls. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. Boom! There it is. Berlioz, Hector, French. And the piece is Symphonie Fantastique, very famous in the repertoire. Everyone plays it, a lot of people. And the conductor is Ataulfo Argenta, conducting the Paris Conservatoire Orchestra. Now, look at this, and also, look at that. I think that's a Bosch. Is that a Bosch? From a Bosch painting? It could be. Let's see, detail from... Oh, no, Altarpiece at Eichenheim by, I'm wrong, it's Antonius, H. Antonius, but I love it. I love this stuff. So anyway, great condition. I heard it. I've listened to a lot of Symphonie Fantastiques, and this one with this gentleman who, he died tragically at a very young age. I don't know if it was a car accident or something along those lines. It was some strange, reason why he died. But he left quite a legacy in a short amount of time, a short amount of recordings. And I think this is the first that I've heard, in these classical music forums, sometimes they give top 10 conductors or a piece of music. And for some reason, his name stuck in my head because someone said, this guy is one of the great conductors. And I saw the great condition. This is on London, by the way. Symphonie Fantastique is a very, very theatrical piece of music, 5 movements. It has almost this kind of carnival-esque, macabre sense to it. I think that's why a lot of music directors love it. It has this theatricality, and I think this Spanish conductor, Argenta, really has that flair for this piece. And if I'm not mistaken, this orchestra, which was considered maybe one of the oldest, one of the finest in the world, I don't know if it exists any longer. I might be incorrect. But if you see Paris Conservatoire Orchestra, man, they're top-notch. That's a top-notch orchestra. A lot of great conductors have worked, and you will find, if you ever stumble upon a recording with this crew, right, this group, this orchestra, snag it. Now, I don't know if you are out there and you can teach me. I haven't done the research. I think I heard somewhere along the lines this orchestra no longer exists, but it does exist for this recording. It did certainly exist. And the team of Berlioz Symphonie Fantastique, which is a terrific symphony. Really, really terrific. I love the macabre theatrical elements to it, 5 movements. You have the first one is the Largo, second one is the Allegro, third one is the Adagio, which was beautiful. Fourth was the Allegretto non troppo. Don't ask me what that means. And 5 is the finale, which is called the Larghetto Allegro. Again, there's all these elements of kind of mysticism, playfulness, theatricality, and I know I keep on saying it. That's why I love the piece. It was a great one. I think this almost cracked, almost. It was this close, a hair's breadth away from cracking into my desert island. It didn't, but this was my favorite Symphonie Fantastique. Now, again, I love the piece. I don't know if I love it that much. It has quite the reputation, but Argenta, though, and the Paris Conservatoire Orchestra made me love it a lot more. And that's why sometimes you don't give up. Sometimes I want to give up on a piece. I've heard it, I'm like, oh, God, but that could have been the conductor. That could have been the conductor in the orchestra. That could have been a lousy engineering and recording of it. You have all these elements sometimes, and they're, where we, as the listener, the receiver of this, we're not privy to what's really going on, but the recording, the condition of this album, again, on London, If you get a chance to hear it, and if you see any Argenta in your travels, take a listen. Right, Spanish conductor, died tragically very young, but he made, I guess a good body of recordings that are out there, and I was lucky to find one on vinyl, and I heard the sumptuousness of this piece, and it really, really affected me. Berlioz Symphonie Fantastique, Paris Conservatoire Orchestra, conducted by Atolfo Argenta. Peace. Tasty.